Millions of people around the globe have suddenly found themselves under various forms of lockdown as governments scramble to impose new coronavirus-related restrictions over the past months to reduce the spread of this deadly virus that has so far claimed over 8,000 lives. In this case, a lockdown means an emergency situation where people are advised to be inside their buildings, rooms, or area. People are not allowed to leave their buildings or move freely. In most cases, lockdowns are mostly imposed for safety reasons to contain a particular situation, in this case, coronavirus situation. And with different governments taking different approaches, Kenya, which has now confirmed 7 cases, continues to come up with ways to ensure the virus does not spread further. At the moment, fears of the country being on a lockdown are looming among Kenyans, as until now, almost all the cases confirmed in the country are said to have travel histories from countries mostly affected by coronavirus.
It is now clear that the threat that we face, first and foremost, is the threat from Kenyans who are coming from overseas, or Kenyans who have visited overseas countries. And that is why we had said that Kenyans who are coming in must self-quarantine.
Kenya has a lot to learn from countries that have already been locked down. On 23 January 2020, the central government of China imposed a lockdown in Wuhan and the other cities in Hubei province in an effort to quarantine the center of an outbreak of coronavirus disease. Weeks later, the move seems to have been of impact as the number of infected persons continue to drop in the mainland China. The move seems to have been adopted by other countries, especially Europe, which has now moved to close its external borders, as had Italy reported an additional 345 days from the virus today, and France imposed a draconian lockdown unseen during peacetime. In the United States, the virus has now spread to all the 50 states. France is set to deploy 100,000 police officers to enforce a lockdown and fixed checkpoints set up across the country to contain the spread of the virus that has so far killed 148 people and infected more than 6,600 in France. However, until now, many Kenyans seem to still don't believe about the existence of this virus, as many of them still continue with their daily works, even as the government emphasizes on measures put in place to stop the spread of the virus. Kate Silale, Switch TV.